Hey up everyone, hope you're all doing well. It looks like we aren't getting the Jon Jones and Tom Aspinall fight, as Tom Aspinall's revealed that he has moved on. And just before I show off what's being said, guys, if you want to keep up to date with UFC news, make sure to drop a sub, as I'm always keeping you guys up to date what's happening within the UFC. And also, if you want to tune along for the UFC 316 watch along, you can do so when you go over to my Twitch. But anyways, let's get straight into it. So here we have it, guys. Yesterday, Tom Aspinall was on an interview with DC and Chael Sonnen, and I think it was almost 40 minutes long, and he revealed he is currently the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Finally, no more interim bollocks. He says, I'm undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Jon's retired, and it's time we moved on. And you know what, Tommy boy, I completely agree. It's about fucking time we moved on. No more fucking about, is he vacating, is he fighting Tom, is he vacating, is he fighting Tom. It needs to stop, and thankfully it seems like it has done. He's also revealed that he's got a date and location for his next fight, so it seems like, yes, we're finally out of this rut. You still got people speculating whether it's Jon Jones who he's fighting next. Come on, guys, it's not Jon Jones. It's not Jon Jones. I mean, I'd love to be proven wrong. It's okay to accept defeat. He's not fighting Jon Jones next. I don't think it's going to be Jon Jones. I see people saying, oh, it's going to be MSG, New York, for Jones and Aspinall. But would we announce it so far out? Maybe because of the circumstance of everyone just wanting and having a petition and whatnot. But again, I think it's not going to be that. I don't think it's going to be Jon Jones, guys. I think that's very wishful thinking and very hopeful from a lot of you, and I understand why, but me personally, I don't see that being the case. We also have it where Tom Aspinall on his Instagram story but want to be the first to wish Jon all the best in his retirement. Let's get the division going. So kind of taking a piss out of Jon a bit tongue-in-cheek like they have been recently. But yeah, it seems like Jon is maybe has vacated, maybe the UFC have actually just said, yeah, fuck this, he's taking the piss, let's just take the bout away from him, and decided, yeah, fuck Jon Jones. We're taking that bout away. Aspinall, he doesn't need to fight to become undisputed. He pretty much is the undisputed. Everyone can agree on that, I'm pretty certain. So who is Tom Aspinall going to be fighting next? Now we don't have to talk about him and Jones. Who will Tom Aspinall be fighting next? So if we get up the rankings, we can see here Aspinall's number one, who's soon to be where Jones is. You got Ciryl Gane and you got Volkov. Anyone beneath that, really, I don't think has got a good chance. I mean, maybe the best chance outside of Ciryl Gane and Volkov is Jailton Almeida, but even then, I think he's just on a 2-fight win streak against Spivak, and was it Ty Bora? I can't remember the other person, but yeah, he has 2 wins at the moment. Maybe if he gets another win over someone like, I don't know, Pavlovich, maybe then that'll be, or he gets a rematch with Blades, maybe, who knows. But for me, it's either Ciryl Gane or Volkov. Now this is a bit of a tricky one, because obviously, if you watch the rematch between Gane and Volkov, I'm a big Bongamin fan. However, Volkov won that shit. Everyone agrees that Volkov won that shit. So now you're stuck in a situation where you go with the Volkov rematch with Aspinall for the title, or you go with Ciryl Gane. Now, let's try and give strengths and weaknesses or pros and cons as to each one. So we'll start with Volkov. The pro of it, Volkov's on a nice little win streak, got a bit of momentum. You know, could be he's improved a lot. Would be quite a good fight. The cons of it, we've already seen the fight. Aspinall handled him with relative ease. It happened about, what, 3 years ago, I think. So still quite recent. I mean, not super recent, so maybe not as much as a con as you'd like to think. But do you see it going any other way? Like, don't get me wrong, Volkov has improved, but I don't think it's a tremendous amount to beat Aspinall. And again, we have got to mention that he did lose to Ciryl Gane, even though we don't agree. Let's be honest, we don't agree that he should have lost that fight. He did, on paper, lose to Ciryl Gane, so giving him a title shot off of a loss to the casual audience doesn't look the exact best. Now we get to Ciryl Gane. The pros of it, we haven't seen this fight before. You know, they're both raw. Could you say in their prime? I think Ciryl Gane's only in his early 30s, maybe mid-30s. Same goes for Tom Aspinall. Both quite young for the heavyweight division. We haven't seen the fight, which helps, you know, very interesting when you haven't seen the fight before. You know, I think it could be a very interesting fight. Weaknesses, Gane can't do anything with grapplers. Yes, he handled Spivak, but Spivak, come on, he's not the... he doesn't have much durability. He gets hit and he shits himself, so that's not Aspinall. So, the grappling side of things, you know, Gorn doesn't really seem dedicated to MMA. Like, I thought Gorn looked the fucking real deal, and he was really on it when he was surging through the heavyweight scene. Got through, like, Rosenstruck, Volkov the first time, Derek Lewis, and he had the fucking world at his feet. Even the Ngannou fight, you know, he could have won that fight, but didn't. Stupid fight IQ moments. And then after the Ngannou fight, I just feel like with Gorn, he hasn't really been that motivated. Getting dropped by Tai Tuivasa, getting submitted with ease by Jon Jones, not looking arse against Spivak, not looking arse in the rematch against Volkov. He's got other opportunities like modeling and acting. Does he really want it? I don't know. And if you're going in with someone like Aspinall, who clearly very much wants it, I don't think it's the best. And obviously, again, from the last fight, he should have lost the last fight, but he did get the nod. So who do you go with? I'm not sure, but the UFC has just revealed that they are going to France in September. Now, a lot of people are saying that Cyril Gorn may be an Aspinall for this one, but I read here UFC Fight Night. I really doubt after all this buzz that Aspinall's been getting and all this attention that Aspinall's been getting, they're going to use him on a Fight Night. Maybe before all of the Jon Jones stuff. I know they're very reluctant to have championship fights on Fight Nights, but they have done in the past, so maybe be a bit optimistic. But regardless, with all this attention that Aspinall's been able to grow and become somewhat of a star, I highly doubt they're just going to waste it on a Fight Night. They want to make the most of it and put him on a pay-per-view. So I don't see the Fight Night being Gorn and Aspinall. And if Gorn is picked to be the one to take on Aspinall, Gorn's not making this card. I think if we're going to do this card, I've seen a lot of people say Benoit Saint Denis. I don't think they're going to risk Benoit Saint Denis getting pummeled by someone like Gamrot in Paris again. I think it'll be Imavov versus Caio Borralho. People keep forgetting about Imavov and Borralho, to be fair. They haven't fought in a while. But yeah, I think if it's going to be anything, it'll be Borralho and Imavov. I think that would make a lot of sense. Would be a great Fight Night headliner as well. I think that would be absolutely perfect. But guys, who do you think that Tom Aspinall's going to be fighting next? Finally, he is the undisputed champion. He is self-proclaimed the undisputed heavyweight champion. Who do you think he'll fight next? Are you excited for when he returns in the octagon? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.